right, this lesson is a part of 10.2 where we focus on arithmetic sequence. You've done this in Algebra 2, so hopefully this will be a nice review lesson. The definition of an arithmetic sequence is a sequence in which each term after the first differs from a preceding term by a constant amount. The difference between the consecutive terms is called the common difference. So an arithmetic sequence is going to have a common difference from one term to the next. So here's some examples. So example 1. The sequence is 142, 146, 150, 154, 158. Notice that there's a pattern. The common difference is we're adding 4 to the next term. So how you find that common difference is you take, let's say here's term 2, you can subtract it from term 1. So 146 minus 142 is 4. And you can continue seeing, just reading example 2. Notice that common difference is adding 3 to the previous term. And then example 3, we are decreasing by a common difference of -5. There is a formula to find the next term in the sequence. What this is saying is you take the previous term and add the common difference. So here's an example. Writing the terms of an arithmetic sequence. Write the first 6 terms of the arithmetic sequence in which a sub 1 or term 1 is 6. And to find the next term in the sequence, we're going to use this recursive formula. So this -2 is your common difference. So term 1 is 6. To find term 2, we take the previous term and we're going to subtract 2 from it. So 6 minus 2 is 4. To find term 3, we're going to take the previous term, term 2, and subtract 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. And you can continue this pattern. Well, what you're going to notice is the first term is 6, the next term is 4, the next term is 2. Continue this pattern. 0, -2, -4. So there's the first 6 terms in that sequence. The next topic is called the general term in an arithmetic sequence. So here is our equation for our general term. A sub n can represent any term in your sequence. A sub 1 is your first term in your sequence. N represents the number of terms, or the term number. And then D is your common difference. Okay. So example 2, using the formula for the general term, find the 8th term of this arithmetic sequence whose first term is 4 and whose common difference is -2. So first term is 4, so I'm going to write that down. So term 1 is 4. The common difference, D, is -7. And what we want to do is find out what is the value of this 8th term. So we're going to use the general formula. So I'm going to write down the general formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. All right, so we're going to substitute in what we know. A sub n equals, the value of term 1 is 4 plus n minus 1, and then the common difference is negative 7. Now we're going to simplify this formula. So we're going to distribute a negative 7 into that parenthesis. So a sub n equals 4 minus negative 7 plus 7. I'm going to combine like terms. So 4 plus 7 is 11 minus 7n. So this is called the general formula for that sequence. Now what you're able to do is go out and find any term in the sequence. In this case, they're asking you to find the 8th term. So how do you find the 8th term? You would substitute 8 into the formula for n. So a sub 8 equals 11 minus 7. And we're going to replace that n with 8. Now we're just going to go ahead and simplify it. So when we simplify it, we multiply our value together. Negative 7 and 8, negative 56, and then we get it to be negative 45. So that is the value of our 8th term. Now, could we have just listed out all of the terms starting at term 1 and keep subtracting minus 7, and minus 7? Sure, you can do that, but we're using the formula instead. So you could have found all 8 terms if you wanted to by writing that pattern out. So you would say, here's the first term, 4. You would subtract that common difference, and you continue that. And here is your 8th term. Here is your first term. We like formulas, but that would be the better way to do it.